Hello and to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Disco Elysium. On the last Let's Play, we checked the body out and found out it's quite possible actual death, which was a bullet inside the guy's mouth. Shot then hung. And then fiddled and farted around the basement and found this dude over here, along with lots of other stuff. An RPG
Hello,
thingy?
I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Yeah.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Yeah.
How strange. Well, if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual.
That ain't cheap if it's like 20 for a room, you know?
Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Huh. It's kind of interesting.
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
It's like, pretty chill thing, you know?
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Yeah, I don't think about ordering dye because 10 real, I still need to get, enough money for a room.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
We're inside the chimney, or...
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
Yeah. Trying to have a living space is very much a racket.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Yeah.
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Huh.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
It's weird when sometimes my Roomba is like, hey, I'm here. And it's like, why'd you make that noise?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
And customers have trouble paying their bills.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe
no.
it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Balance. Just because you're confident means the curse doesn't affect you. Whatever.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
You could be the cursed person. Oh no. Yeah, it's a puzzling.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight.
I mean, sorry, lady. I was born today. I woke up not knowing my name, not even knowing my face. I had to learn my face, and I'm constantly smiling. Give me a break. Girl.
Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
I'll let you know.
That's all she has to say
Wait.
on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Do I need shivers?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Yeah.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's not about
Well-
the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I mean, are we talking about the South? I mean, main character, simple man.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
Yeah.
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. Kuno. Who's Kuno?
Yeah, the guy outside. Gremlin. Who is Kuno?
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
He needs like a super gym.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
They got super
At some point, someone
swell.
started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Yeah.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
They broke windows to get repairs?
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieu. Who would have guessed?
I guess drugs.
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
You got 6 points? Cool.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Yeah.
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Yeah, I heard about it. That's like the thing from XCOM.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Can I just be like, eh? Is this...
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I
Okay,
understand
they have
what
brains.
you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
So, yeah. Venture capitalists?
Men like that are a curse.
Yep.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times.
And?
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
I mean, they did sign stuff, did they?
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
I mean, put my foot out there. Yes, the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses, but maybe not all new businesses, because, there's things called monopolies and oligarchies. Could I make, telecommunications or electricity company in my area? No, because it's monopoly. If we didn't want to use Centerpoint Energy, could we use anything else? No.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Could we use any other sort of telecommunications besides X70? No.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
The result
Oh,
is
I would have supported them?
1 on a 20-sided die.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okay, we will.
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Oh, so like the place with the drugs?
Fritta does the same thing.
Hey,
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
Bear.
The bear.
Didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
I mean, I don't know, getting your ice cream from the chest of a bear is kind of alpha, you know?
Eventually,
Or
Ravishore Ice
Sigma?
City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How
He
come?
said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Megatherion, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Do we do drugs? I mean, besides alcohol, because alcohol is a drug and it's terrible for you and you shouldn't do alcohol. It's called a fursona.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control.
Yeah.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening.
Nope, that's it.
I hope it clarified things a bit.
What is
What else?
shivers? Is shivers a thing? What is shivers? Raise the hair on the neck, tune into the city, huh? Oh, I was like, oh, we got 6 points. Like, no, that's a thing. Well, let's just do a safety save and then be like, okay, how many of the things? Okay, we got 3. And I can do that. Cool. Let's just do this just in case the game's like, oh no, you need to spend points to do that. How you do? You? Kim Kitaragi? Kim.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Well, could I sleep at your place? Or better yet, sleep in your car? Oh, Kim? Kim? Oh god, are you a ghost? He just disappeared into the walls. Okay, so there is a bit of a cheat, or like a surprise thing that I know, that he is homosexual. But I didn't know he was a ghost. Is he that guy from Mike Tyson Mysteries? Too bad that Mike Tyson is a Trumper. Wait. The basement? I didn't need to break into that woman's thing and stuff to get here. Wow, actually looks happening here.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word without evidence.
Well, I'm a policeman. You need to do as I say. I've dealt with police people.
Evidence being money. You can't stay here without money. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
How did the main character survive for 3 days?
Not until you bring me the money.
How much money?
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it? Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. Not until you...
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying... What about what I have been through, huh? You're not the goddamn protagonist of this story. I am. This is my hostel cafeteria, and I need my money.
Literary demotion. That's the worst.
Not until you bring me...
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant. Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include...
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and... I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Not until you...
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Like, how much money do we need? I think we need 20 something. So... is this place open over here? Yeah, it is. Do you get any more cans?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
Maybe we can aimlessly wander around for a good couple of minutes. Trying to look for some... I think it's like extra bits of cash. Or cans. No, that's a thing. Why is everything so dark around us? We go up there.
A sturdy metal door guards the south.
Yeah, screw it. What's that?
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Wait, you can talk?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Yep, it's a wall. But seriously, I need cans. Well, at least got healing items and...
There must be another way into the building.
Okay. Sure. What was he supposed to be that loud? Gonna have to be a hobo. Or be a bonobo? I don't want to be a bonobo or a hobo. Again, it's kind of amazing that the main character was able to stay 3 nights being belligerently drunk. And the people there were like, you know what, he's belligerently drunk, he's fine, then he's, you know, sober, and then they're like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't have him here. Wow, there's just lots of stuff all over the place, ain't it? Oh, that's a pawn shop, huh.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle, this panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Crashed what butter sign? Can't take this.
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Nope. Hear that after tonight you don't really or the next 2 nights you might not have to worry about too much about it, but it's like, yeah, okay, I'm still kind of low on funds and could use a thing. It's amazing how many Let's Plays we are into this, and we aren't even, like, past our first day. Yeah, this is an entire thing over here, but we'll do that later. Yeah, he's an entire guy right there.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Cunt. Though, they said that postcards are something you do not need, so we can do that. Yo.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
I do appreciate it.
But I still have it out. Oh. I was like, but I'm still holding it.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you? I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
It do be like
Who
that.
are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Well, they say postcards, but the gun's pretty nice. Shot put ball. Well, this
Another time, perhaps.
yeah. We're about 60 revishalis short of like a dime. That's gonna be something for next week's Game Wolf. So please comment, guys, like, comments, image, like, dislike, tips are always. If you like me cheap and like to grow, then please subscribe and check out it. Stay up and grow, and please remember to spay new ammo so control the pit population. And I'm just leaning over here because reasons. You know? Oh, damn it, lost its thing. Yeah. It's weird being in a game like this, or with its you know, you don't know how well you're doing or not kind of thing. You're just trying to do your best. And till next time, me, GamerWolfSix, this is Elysium. So thanks and see ya.